Welcome back to Mark Your Calendar. I'm your host, Kiahnna Patterson, and this week I have two special guests. We are talking about the Virginia Boardwalk Art Show. Welcome, ladies. Thank you so much for coming. I know I have Allison, I have Linda here, and you guys have been with MOCA for what? 23 years combined. So I appreciate you both being here with me. Tell me a little bit about the Virginia MOCA Boardwalk Art Festival that is on October 10th through October 12th.
Well, this is the 69th year of the Virginia MOCA Boardwalk Art Show, and we're absolutely thrilled to bring it back. It's such a community celebration. It's one of the oldest running outdoor art shows on the East Coast, so we're particularly proud, especially because it's one run by a nationally accredited art museum, and that makes it really special.
I mean, I see all the pictures. Actually, let me show some of those pictures. Look at this art. So you guys pretty much take over the boardwalk and you let artists come in and talk about their work, sell their work. What are some of the themes that you guys have for this year's Boardwalk Art Show?
So it's a juried art show, which means we have artists from all over the country that apply, and about 2/3 of those artists actually make it into the show. So it's really high caliber work from all over the country. About 1/3 of the artists come in from Virginia, and the rest are from all over the states. We have some coming from Florida and California. So it's a really exciting opportunity for our community to meet with these artists, to hear about how they make the work, and to hopefully purchase the work. And I think that's something really important that's happened over the years. A lot of people here in our community have works that they purchased at the Boardwalk Art Show that become part of their home collection.
Oh my gosh, imagine, hanging in someone's living room when they come in, they're like, I got this from the Boardwalk Art Show.
Yeah.
I love that. So it's been around for 69 years. What do you think keeps people coming back every year?
I think because it's rooted in the community. It all started back in 1952. There was an artist who was sick. A bunch of other artists rallied around and wanted to help her with medical bills. And so that was the very first Boardwalk Art Show. And from there, it was a success. They did it the next year. They did it the next year. And really is the foundation of the Virginia Museum of Contemporary Art. They then wanted a space to offer classes and to start to show their work. And so that's what made us the museum we are today. So I think that's a big part of it. It's rooted in our community and founded by our community.
And it sounds like this is such a community necessary event that people have to go to every single year. What's your favorite part about the art show?
Oh, so many things. I think the artists, it's seeing people, interacting with them. It's getting to talk to them. We have artists who've been with us for many, many years, as well as getting to see new artists. We have 40 new artists this year. So it's a great opportunity to get some holiday shopping done. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Wait, that's genius. Okay.
Get a head start.
That's right. I always wait to the very last minute. So I'm glad that you just said that because that's what I need to do. So what are some of the themes and messages that some of the artists are aiming to convey through their work?
We've got artists making ceramics, photography, sculpture, glass. So there's a little bit of everything. You see landscapes, you see portraits, you see, everything that you could think of, abstract images. So 160 artists, you think about each artist has, a lot of work in their booth, jewelry, so everything that you can think of.
And I saw online that you can actually look at some of the work before the art show. So then you can go straight to the booth and say, hey, this is mine.
Yep. And then when you get to the boardwalk, make sure you grab a program. We have programs to pick up and you can look and see all of the artists where they are. We have a lot of people who come back and find the same artist year after year, wanting to see them again and purchase some more work.
So what can visitors expect to see when they come to the Boardwalk Art Show in addition to art?
So in addition to the boardwalk, we'll be on 24th to 35th Street. And then in the 31st Street Park, we have the Virginia MOCA Art Park. And so it's a little bit of the museum down at the boardwalk. So we've got some demonstrations with artists from our current exhibition called Where We Meet, and they'll be doing demonstrations for the public to enjoy. And we've got lots of hands-on activities and partners who partner with us, and each of those partners bring a hands-on activity. And then we have performances on the stage Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday 10 to 3 and Saturday 10 to 4 and Sunday 10 to 3. So, and then we also have partnered with Commonwealth Brewery, and they'll be holding a beer garden in the 24th Street Park. And they're a great partner of ours. It's a nice addition to the show. It really kind of rounds it out, and there's something for everybody to take advantage of. Some of the things to look for on the boardwalk are some of our community partners. So the Vibe Creative District has worked with us. It's about 3 years now. And they actually paint live murals on the boardwalk. And people really like that. So they will be back again this year. We partner with the Cultural Affairs Department to promote Arts and Humanities Month in Virginia Beach. And so we've got some of their members. We've got the Virginia Beach Little Theater, Symphonicity, BB Corral, and others down on the boardwalk with us. So we really try to make it a nice community event. One thing new this year in the Art Park is on Friday at 10 a.m., Bob Brigade Yoga has joined together with us. So we are offering a free yoga session in the 31st Street Park. So we really try each year to have something that's new, something that people maybe don't know to anticipate. And the 40 new artists, I'm excited to see what they bring. And so people who've been coming for years, there's always something new. And I'm going to piggyback on what Allison said about our favorite part. I love it when people come up and say, oh my gosh, like I've been going to that forever. And one girl stopped me and said, my father and I go every year to the Boardwalk Art Show. And I think it's the tradition behind it that really makes it special.
Yeah.
When I look at the pictures that are playing, I just see everyone so happy and so joyful. Is that what brings you joy in being a part of the MOCA Boardwalk Art Show?
For me, 100%. I mean, the people who come and the people who I have friends that are planning, I need jewelry or I need a new painting. And I love when they say, I'm waiting for this. Or I go to a friend's house and she said, I got this at the Boardwalk Art Show. So, and the other thing that we haven't mentioned that's really exciting every year, and this year even more than ever, is our featured artist, is Mia Katrina Guile. And so she's been terrific to work with. Her artwork will be featured on our T-shirts and the commemorative poster. And then this year she's doing something kind of really fun and out of the box. She's actually building an installation of the painting on the boardwalk. Oh. So people will be able to take their picture in the setting. So the painting is of a spot on the boardwalk, on the Virginia Beach Boardwalk, and she's done really an amazing job. It will be an awe kind of a spot for people to check out.
So it's an interactive art piece, is what it sounds like.
So the painting is called Before the Boardwalk, and it has 2 chairs, and it might be friends sitting talking with coffee before they go to the boardwalk. It's the quiet before the going to the show, and so she has actually recreated the spot. So the chairs, the backdrop. It will really be something to see. So we're very excited about that. And Mia's been a great partner.
It sounds like it. It sounds like such a good time. And it is, again, October 10th through the 12th. That is Friday through Sunday. So plenty of time to get out there. Actually, you can go several days. Like if you couldn't make it to all of the tents, you could just go to a few on Friday and a few on Saturday. Yep. Very cool. Thank you guys so much for coming in to mark your calendar. I think I'm going to have to come by. I'm going to have to stop by and see it for myself. You really sold me here.
Oh, I hope you do.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much. And I hope to see you again.
Thanks so much
Thank
for having
you.
us.
Welcome back to Mark Your Calendar. I'm your host, Kiahnna Patterson, and I am with some people that you may recognize. The Regina Mobley, who is a WAVY anchor and reporter right here with us, and Jeff Myers, you are our operations manager. Thank you guys for taking some time out of your busy day. I know that you guys are super busy. Regina may even have to run out.
I'm watching my phone.
She may have to go to a story, but if not,
Jeff may have to go to a story.
Jeff beat us
Please
already.
stand by and stay on television. and I'm going to put mine on silent so we can get through this.
That just shows how
It
important
rings
you guys are.
nonstop.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. But you guys are going to be honored for 25 years in the broadcast journalism industry. It's called the Silver Circle. It's through Capital Emmys, and that is this weekend on Saturday in Williamsburg. I'm so excited, and I just feel like they couldn't have picked two better people from WAVY. Thank you guys for your commitment to our community and all of the work that you do. But I know both of you guys have been in the industry for 40 years.
Yeah, in other words, I've never had a real job. Oh. Okay. I've been in the business for more than 43 years, to be exact. But I was only 10 years old when I started. So
Okay. Wow, you look good. I mean, how does it feel to be honored for the work that you do? I mean, you are a powerhouse. Everybody knows Regina.
Oh, thank you, dear. It was a long journey, something that I remain dedicated to. And I'm so grateful that people appreciate the hard work, the dedication that I've put into my industry for 4 decades. I still feel like the new kid on the block, though. There's always something new to learn, a new story idea, a new technology, new platforms. So again, that's why I say I've never had a real job, because it is doing something you love. It's like going to work in a candy store or something, and you just love it.
Every day something new, and the technology over the years has just been amazing how it's changed, and you've evolved with it, I've evolved with it. And of course, we started all of this on 3/4-inch tape, but it's moved to it was beta tape, and now it's all file systems and social media and everything. And it's just amazing how over time we all just evolved with the way we gather the news. And I remember running around with Regina when she was with Channel 13, when you were a young reporter on the streets, and I was a young photographer on the streets.
And we covered some significant stories. I was looking at file video here at WAVY TV of when someone sent an explosive device to CBN in an attempt to attack Pat Robertson. And in the WAVY video, there's an image of me walking around covering the story. And I was saying, holy cow, I was pregnant at that time with my daughter, who is now a mother. I'm a grandmother. So I'm seeing some of the video that was shot of me while covering stories for the competition.
Well, when you cover news in an area for 4 decades, you ride around in your car, and do you pass places and it brings you back to a memory of that story.
Very absolutely.
And it's hard to really go anywhere without something like that, popping into my mind. Oh, that story was there. I remember shooting, the farmer's market there when all the corn dried up the year, the corn, it was dried up. Yeah.
And there was a fire at that farmer's market.
There was.
It was a case of arson.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Definitely. And being on-air talent, of course, so people recognize you wherever you go.
Oh, yes.
So a trip to Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
My husband said, okay, Regina, I'm telling you right now, do not get out of the car. You will double or triple the time needed to shop. You stay in the car and you look at your phone, your little Facebook or whatever you're doing. Do not get out of the car. Right. So that is what happens when you're on-air talent.
I guess, what are some of the things that you want the next generation to learn in this industry? I know that you guys are so committed to our community. You cover our community day in and day out, and making sure that everyone in the building, that's your job, Jeff, is taken care of. And you're such a good job with our photographers. But what is something you want the next generation to take?
Well, I always tell the young folks coming in to, come in and be a student of the game, as we say. Learn the ins and the outs of the business and improve every day. There's always something you can be working on. And, we are television. So, taking pictures and editing video in addition to the writing and the reporting. And when it all comes together, it can be a very powerful medium when it's done well. And it's just, like when you're teaching some of the younger reporters how to write and how to, have an on-air presence, I'm teaching them how to capture the moment, how to shoot, how to edit, the pacing of a story and the presentation of the story. And, it's a lot to learn. And some of the young folks coming into the business are very savvy with social media and everything that they've been working with. And we're trying to, take some of that energy that they've learned in school and how they've learned to use social media and turn it into news storytelling. And I think it's important for them to just keep refining their craft and make good television.
So speaking of the young people, I look forward to the spring when the interns show up because I can learn something new from them.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But I do encourage the people to be aware that the landscape has changed dramatically for our industry in recent months, recent years, but they are to remember to always accurately represent yourself and your intentions when you're interacting with people. Do not misrepresent yourself. Do not misrepresent your intentions when you're out in the field.
What do you think your legacy is for our industry after 25 years being honored through Capital Emmys?
That's a really good question. And I think for me, it's about telling the truth. Regardless of external factors, your job is to tell the truth. It may hurt. It may bring others comfort, but we just have to continue telling the truth.
And I hope that from my standpoint of training, because we're bringing young people in all the time, constantly training people, and training is never ending and ongoing here. And I hope that some of the training that I've done to get folks up and running in the business, and they work here for a couple of years and they move on to other markets and they move on through the business, and you hope that your legacy is that you got them up on the right foot and you've pointed them in the right direction and you've helped them excel once they kind of get up and going. And you hope that you played a part in that to help them get to where they're at.
One last thing, I do want to show this video of you guys getting the call. And I just think it's the cutest thing. We can't hear it right now, but what was going through your mind, Regina, when you got that call? And Jeff, I know you were covering a hurricane, literally.
That's what was going on.
Yeah, I was covering a hurricane and my phone went off. It was our news director, Kathy Stone, and she was FaceTiming me, telling me that I won this award. I'm like, Kathy, we're in the middle of a hurricane. Can I call you back later? And she goes, no, I got to tell you something. And she was up in our general manager's office with some other colleagues. And she told me on FaceTime that I won the award. So it was kind of a cool way to find out in the middle of one of the many hurricanes I've covered over the years.
I mean, you've covered everything from the Olympics to going to war.
Right.
Wow. I just appreciate you. I know how much you mean to all of the photographers here. I just see it. You are an excellent leader. And I don't think people tell you that enough.
Well, thank you.
Well, I'm going to tell the truth, okay? The day that this video was shot was the day after, a couple of days after we learned that the company that owns our television station was buying another television station group. And as we all know in the industry, typically when these transactions take place, there are layoffs. And I was so concerned that we were going to learn about layoffs. And so you may see this fearful look in my face, and then this sigh of relief, and then laughter, and then tears. As I learned this was about the Emmys.
Now that you say that, I can see all of those emotions.
Yeah, and so we've seen the layoffs in our industry more than once. And my heart aches when I see this happening to the young people who were not able to experience the things that we saw and conquered as news people. I think about the times that we traveled overseas with the United States Navy. I was in the Mediterranean Sea for Gulf War #1. I went to Bosnia for 3.5 weeks when the United States forces and other troops were brought together to help with the what they call the implementation force, bringing the countries together. I spent a lot of time away from home over the years. Hurricane Katrina. When I was on that assignment, that was also the first day of school. I missed my daughter sending her off on the first day of school. When I returned from New Orleans, I said, "Hey, Carmen, what happened to all those forms you have to fill out, on the first day of school? Did I sign those?" She said, "No, don't worry about it, Mom. I forged your signature. I've been doing this for years."
Oh, Carmen. Well, what a full circle moment it will be on Saturday when she's
Carmen
there
will be
with
there.
you.
Yeah, and my
she's
daughter
like,
Renee.
all the sacrifices that you had to make,
Absolutely.
both of you had to
Yeah.
make, a lot of missed milestones that you had to make, all because, you're covering our community and being so committed doing that. I hope that it somewhat makes it worth it on Saturday.
And my daughter Renee, she was about 10 years old when I returned from Bosnia. She gave me a hug and put her hands on our hips and said, "Mom, don't you ever do that again."
Oh, I know she was worried sick.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I'm so proud to say both daughters ended up getting degrees in international affairs.
Oh,
And my daughter Carmen was in Cairo, Egypt during the Arab Spring. I believe that's what it was called, when there was an overthrow of the government.
Mm-hmm.
She had just left
oh,
Cairo
Wow.
when things went upside down and lots of violence.
wow.
And my daughter Renee, she spent time in Nicaragua and Guatemala working with the impoverished children. And she also she finished her degree in Mexico. So I'm so proud of them to know that they are just very internationally savvy.
I feel like that was very much influenced by their mom.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you.
Well, thank you guys for coming on Mark Your Calendar. I know the tickets are they're not being sold anymore, but I just wanted to highlight you guys and just say I appreciate you and the light that you bring into our newsroom.
Thank you, dear.
Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And I hardly ever get to sit next to you.
good to see you, I know.
And talk to each other. We're so busy.
Great conversation.
Very much so.